Hey guys, good morning. Real quick, I wanted to come and do this video just to kind of touch bases on this topic, because it's so, well, I can't say it's so surprising to me, only because I've been there. Okay, I've been there. So I wanted to talk about the recent situation or law passed in Texas about not being able to have an abortion, right? And so I came across I guess it was someone on Instagram who, she has a sizable amount of followers, maybe like 150 something thousand followers. And because of that law, and because of people speaking against, people agreeing with the law, she felt the need to give her story, her backstory. And her backstory was pretty much a tragic one, where she was molested from her parent and became pregnant, because of this crazy experience that she had to go through. And so she basically was saying, people like me deserve a choice because this tragic situation happened to me. And so I commented and I basically said, never is it okay for someone to be violated. Never is that okay. But it is also not okay to go behind that situation and kill a child. And so, and I want to make this clear, this is not coming from any area of judgment, because I have made this mistake, okay, more than one time in my young years. Okay, I'm 42 years old. I've been married since then, had children, and I feel like when you know better, you do better. And not everyone, and I have to understand that not everyone is going to carry the Holy Spirit that's going to convict and help them understand the true meaning behind this. And so someone made a comment, I never understood why, people in the church could make this comment or, feel a certain way like this and not have empathy for someone who's gone through something like this, and then want to call it holy. And I said, well, when did getting an abortion become a means of showing empathy? You don't want to take a tragic situation and respond to it with another tragic situation. We have to understand that God's ways are not our ways. His thoughts are not our thoughts. And I say that repeatedly because we seem to think that God is supposed to basically think like we think, or that he is supposed to appease our feelings and our flesh. And so one person made a comment stating, this is the reason why I left the church and never looked back. And most people say that, and they have that response because, why? Because as soon as they feel convicted, as soon as their flesh is no longer being fed, okay? As soon as their flesh is not feeling at ease, and it doesn't make logical sense, which we must understand that the things of the Spirit are not logical, okay? We want God to fit into our box. We want God to fit into our box. So when would we ever feel that Christ would agree with us taking murder into our own hands? When? I mean, that's clearly one of the commandments. It's not okay for us to make that decision. And so I have since repented of my thoughts in that area. But I've also had, people make a comment and say, well, you made that mistake. And I say, wait a minute. What we're not going to do, you're not going to judge my situation because I made that mistake as if that means you don't have anything to say from someone else making that mistake, which is crazy, because that's literally almost like saying, okay, I sold drugs when I was 15 or 16 years old. Now that I'm 30, I've learned my lesson. I've rededicated my life to Christ. I don't have the right to speak against that to save other people. That is ludicrous. That's absolutely ridiculous. That is not in any way judgment. What that is trying to help someone else, okay, see things from a godly perspective and help them understand what it is that we learned, what it is that I've learned from that mistake, so that they don't make the same mistake. And what our minds don't understand is that what constitutes as a tragic situation to us, God doesn't look at it that way. He doesn't. And the reason I say that, I don't mean that in a way where it's like, okay, God doesn't care about the things that are negative that happen to us. But the things that happen to us that are negative, that Satan tried to use in order to destroy us mentally, physically, emotionally, when you take it upon yourself to fix that situation and how you think it's supposed to go, all you do is respond to it the same way that Satan would have wanted you to respond to it, rather than giving God the opportunity to turn that situation, that bad situation, into good. Because you have no way of knowing what plans God may have had for that child had you had the child and allowed his glory to be shown through that bad situation. So we feel like, okay, because this bad situation happened to me, I have the right to now as well partner with what Satan would have wanted me to do, which was to kill my baby. Oh, it's not a baby, it's an embryo. The children that you have wouldn't be here without that embryo. So you're stopping the process of God. You're stopping the process of a seed being produced. You're stopping the process of God being able to birth something into this world. Abortion is not something that God created or orchestrated for us. Satan did. So basically, if someone was violated, their body was taken from them, and in the process of that, there was a seed planted. Now, what that person has done has taken it upon themselves to join with Satan and his agenda in executing what God may have been trying to turn into an amazing opportunity for that family, for the world, not knowing who this person or child may become. So I'm here to just speak on behalf of, why it's important that we need to understand why we should not be for abortion. And if we've made that mistake before, to understand why we don't need to make that mistake again. Yeah, so that's my 2 cents. I'm going to end it there. I hope that what I've said made sense. And this is not up for a debate. So if you're someone that's going to come and try to go against or be, pro-abortion, you will just be blocked and deleted, okay? Because clearly, if this video didn't do enough to help you see it from a godly perspective and to change your mindset concerning it, and then you just need to move on. This is for the people that want to understand the true reason why abortion is not okay. And if that didn't work for you, move on. Because I tell you, it just baffles me how people want to become, a gangster, big and bad behind the keyboard. But the good thing about, social media is they can very easily be silenced by being blocked and deleted. Okay? So I want you guys to enjoy your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.